All right, I'm gonna make this video till I run out of daylight because it's dimming down a little bit. In my last video, I said I was gonna buy one of these little mounts, car mounts, phone mounts for your car, and I did, so the video quality is a lot better. So that's good. But today I did want to tell a little story. It'll take like 5 minutes real quick about the time I used to work for a drug dealer. Now hear me out. This story gets a little bit crazy, so you might want to listen to this. I used to work for a drug dealer. Now, to backpedal a little bit, I was a freshman in high school. It was the first week of high school. I decided to get a job and, you know, start working and making money and doing stuff. And I became a dishwasher at a Mexican restaurant. And the gentleman who hired me, we'll call him Gus. He was a big Mexican dude, and he owned 3 of these franchise Mexican restaurants that he came up with. He was the owner, whatever. And yeah, I was the dishwasher at that place for God, a year and a half, maybe even 2 years. It was a long time. And over time I was washing dishes. I love that job. I loved it until what happened next. But I love that job, and over time I decided to invite my friends to come work with me because I was a little bit bored and whatnot. And as friends do, we started messing around a little bit, and we got into trouble a little bit, things we weren't supposed to be doing. And needless to say, Gus fired us one by one, which, to say, I don't blame him. But, a lot of us, we went to school and we went to work, and, that's kind of all we did. So I go back to school. I'm kind of bummed about losing my job. Fast forward a couple months later, one of the kids who I was working with, one of my friends at the time, comes up to me in the hall and says, have you heard about Gus, and the restaurant? I'm like, heard what? I haven't heard anything. I got fired from that place. And he said, well, it turns out that Gus had been pulled over on the highway, going between his Mexican restaurants, and the cops found 5 pounds of cocaine in his car. So clearly something's afoot here. They arrested Gus, and they got search warrants for all of his restaurants and his house. And it turns out that he had been running a money laundering scheme and working as like a drug kingpin for it's like this CJNJ cartel or something like that. Biggest, deadliest cartel in Mexico. And when they did raid his house, they found more coke, more guns and cash and just everything. So they're like, yep, they locked him up. They threw away the key. God, it was like 20 years or something like that. But I thought that was so funny. My message to him, if I was going to say anything, would probably be, maybe you should pay your dishwashers a little bit better, or they wouldn't have snitched on your operation. Just kidding. But I didn't want to tell that story. God, it's only been 3 minutes. I thought it was going to take way longer than that. Yeah, but let me know if you guys want to hear a little bit more story time, a little bit more of, what it's like to work at the Big D company, which I will not name, right up here. Yeah, just let me know what you want to see from a delivery driver, and I'll try to bring you guys content daily because I'm bored in my car just working. So, thanks for watching, and catch me in my next video.